Hello and welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Mrs. Ziegler and this is Adventures in Word Study. Just a little history before we get started. I've been teaching for about 20 years. I'm certified as a reading specialist, a special educator, and an elementary teacher, and I currently have two sons in grades 10 and 12. I really wanted you to take a tour of my classroom, so let's go. Hello, parents and guardians. I just wanted to give you an idea of what it would be like to be in reading class. Come on in. If you were a student, you would notice that today's date is here, as well as getting reminded about the CATS code. Your attention would then focus to the Do Now. The Do Now is going to help you to transition to reading class and to know how to get set up for your day. You would fill out your agenda book for the week. Notice there's a lot of read 20s in there. Remember, your child is to be reading their independent reading book for about an hour or two each week. We went to the library this week. They can also read a book off of Epic, or they can read a book from home. Notice that Wednesday says Google Classroom homework. So for a reading class, the remote homework is actually going to be on Wednesdays. So making sure that they're always checking all of my awesome videos and directions to know what to do on those Wednesday remote assignments. Your child was given a binder, and in that binder, it's actually going to start off with a paper that was for you, so hopefully you received that. It's giving you instructions on how to get to my course expectations, and don't forget, if you didn't, to complete that Google form to let me know that you received them. Then inside, they're going to see that your child has an eraser and a marker. That is to go with the whiteboard that is actually in the back here. And then, of course, any papers that they're going to need for class. It's important they bring that to class every single day with their independent reading book. If we take a peek at the rest of the classroom, I'm not sure that you can hear this, but there are nature sounds playing in the background. It's just one more thing to help your child to come in, to transition, and to relax, but get ready for reading class. Here's the rest of the room. So thank you so much for stopping by. And if you have any questions at any time, please feel free to email me and I will get right back to you. Looking forward to a great year. All right, guys, now it's time to visit my Google Classroom. Welcome to my Google Classroom. In my Google Classroom, you will see that right now we are in the stream. The stream is where you are going to find announcements. So your child should make sure that they read them. In the classwork tab, that's where you're going to be finding first resources. This is a link to my Google site. There are some text-to-speech and speech-to-text tools here. We are going to be enabling these types of tools in our Chromebooks this week. But again, it's a great resource to just make sure that these tools are there if your child needs them to access text. And then there's actually the library catalog and how to put a book on hold. We went to the library this week, so your child should have a book. If not, they were allowed to get one off of Epic and also have one from home. But regardless, making sure that they have a book to read each week. When you come down here a little bit further, you're going to see that I'm organizing my remote assignments and my face-to-face and class assignments in week tabs, okay? So I will make sure that I put the word remote for any type of assignments that are going to be due on Wednesdays. And then, of course, any face-to-face assignments for that week will be in here as well. The face-to-face assignments are going to be under there with the remote for the purpose of your child to be able to refresh their memory if they need to. And also if they were absent, it's good for them to see that too. Okay, let's take a look at my Google site. All right, so with my Google site, you're going to just basically see the first page, which is a welcome page, directing you to Google Classroom like we just did, and also my email. My virtual classroom's a lot of fun if you want to take a peek at that at some point. And then there's some information about me and my family. The course expectations, this was something that you already had an opportunity to take a look at, but if you did not, you're going to want to pick the grade that your child is in, and you'll then pick the course expectations. So for 6th grade, here were the expectations that we reviewed in class with your child. And if you did not have an opportunity to do this, please make sure that you read over this. It's going to give you lots of great information. Once you do, please make sure that you submit your Google form to indicate that you have read and acknowledged these. Alrighty. Then we're looking at materials. It's just reviewing what your child needs to have with them. remote days and class codes. So if you want to sign up for Guardian summaries from Google Classroom, there are the codes there that you would need. And then your reading resources. So again, looking at those text-to-speech and speech-to-text tools, and there are other extensions that your child can use as well. In this class, we're going to be using an oral, motor, visual, and auditory feedback system that's going to help your child to understand the identity, number, and order of sounds that are in words. The oral motor activities require the students to identify actions of the lips, teeth, and tongue when producing these sounds. Also, we will be feeling our throat to help us to distinguish a noisy and quiet letter sound. As you can see, these are some of the mouth pictures. And again, we're going to be talking about the position of the lips, teeth, and tongue when we're making these sounds. Visual activities require the use of a mirror, such as determining the need for a letter in a word based again on the position of the teeth, tongue, or lips when making that sound. As you can see, that's going to be a big focus. When we're building words, we're going to build the words with mouth pictures, and then it's going to strengthen our phonemic awareness. This helps students to hear and identify the small differences in sounds, which improves spelling and reading. We're also going to be looking at the 6 types of syllables. We will be building words with manipulatives, also looking at prefixes, Latin roots, and suffixes, and using all of this wonderful information to decode and read text. The reading routines. Every day, bring to class your reading binder, your independent reading book, and of course, your agenda book. Every day, we'll be prepared to follow the CATS code, and that is across the board at MMS. How can you earn a passing grade? This also pertains to the CATS code. You're going to follow directions, complete class and remote work, ask for help, and do your personal best. You will notice that this class is pass-fail, so we're going to be looking for that P on the report card. All right, guys, we're going to team together this year and make it the best year yet. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me at any time. Take care.